So for a robot shooting game, we can make it in the galaxy background or the moon background. Or if you like, you can have it in a night city. So maybe the robots are coming down from space and they have reached a city and we're going to shoot them out of the sky. So we're going to move around our character on the bottom and then shoot lightning bolts upwards to hit the targets. So choose a background. Well, I'm going to choose Space City 2. Space City, Space City 1 and Space City 2, they both look really good. I like Space City 2. I think that's going to look really cool. So we're going to be shooting some robots in space. Space City 2. And then we're going to choose our little spaceship. So let's go down to our spaceship. I think rocket ship might be the best one. Rocket ship. So if you don't know how to find a rocket ship, it's right next to all the R words, so Ripley, robot, rocket ship, and rocks. Or you can go to search here and then type in rocket, R-O-C-K-E-T, and you'll find the rocket ship. But we don't want to have it flying. We want to get rid of all the smoke and all the fire so that it doesn't look like it's flying. We want it to be sort of settled on the planet, and then we're going to shoot out of that. So in order to do that, who wants to suggest how we get rid of the fire and the smoke? Hey, Kevin.
So you go to costumes.
Yep.
And then go to the thing.
Good. So we already have a costume that doesn't have the fire and the smoke. So that's all we need to do. So we go into number 5. So that's the rocket ship that doesn't have the fire and the smoke. Well done, Kevin. And then we need to rotate it so that it's pointing to the right. Okay, so it's pointing to the right. So we move our mouse to the top left, way past the rocket. Then we drag a big square around the rocket ship and let go. And then you see this little rotating arrow here. We need to drag this arrow so that the rocket ship is pointing to the right. And the reason we do this is because for our game, we're going to need to use the rocket's direction to shoot the aliens properly. Okay, and the correct position is that it has to be facing the right-hand side, because you see down the bottom here where it says direction, it's got 90 here, right? What do you think the 90 represents for the direction? 90 what? It is in degrees. So 90 degrees means that we are pointing to the right-hand side. And in order to make sure that we are definitely pointing to the right-hand side, we have to change the costume as well to be pointing to the right-hand side. Otherwise, it's not going to work properly. We want the rocket ship to be looking at our mouse all the time. So who wants to suggest how we can code it that way? Code it so that whenever we when we press the flag, the rocket is constantly pointing towards our mouse. Kevin.
You go to motion and then point towards mouse pointer.
That's good. That's good. That's one part of the code. That's excellent work, Kevin. And Bowen, want to tell us how can we make it work?
Go to point to direction and then do the direction.
Yeah, so we actually point towards is probably going to be the best one. And then what we need to do is we go to events. And then we go when flag is clicked, We're going to control to say, do a forever loop. And then we go point towards mouse pointer. Good. So when we press the flag, you'll see that now our rocket ship is pointing towards our mouse pointer all the time. Now you see my rocket ship is doing a funny tilt when we are moving our mouse. It's not spinning along the middle part of the rocket. And the reason it does this is because in the costume, our rocket is not completely in the middle. So if we want to fix that, this is what we need to do. Press the stop button first, go back into costume, and then we make sure that the select arrow is chosen. We put a big square around our rocket again, and then we move it so that the middle of the rocket is in the middle of that this symbol here, the crosshair. So once your rocket is completely in the middle of the crosshair, let's make it so that the middle fin is right in the middle of the crosshair, then it's going to work properly and spin across in the middle of the rocket. And then what we want to do is we want to make it so that when we click on the screen, the rocket shoots something towards our mouse. Okay, so the idea is if I go click, 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 something like that, it's going to shoot along where the rocket is facing. So we go into sensing. And then we go into control. And then we go, if the mouse is down, then we do something. Okay, so sensing, if the mouse is down, then what we're going to do is we're going to shoot. And what are we going to shoot? Well, we're going to shoot a lightning bolt. So we're going to choose a sprite. And then do a search for lightning. L-I-G-H-T. And then make the lightning much smaller. So like 30. We'll put it on the side for now. Now, just like how we needed to change the rocket ship to be facing the right, we need to change our lightning to be facing the right as well, because otherwise it's not going to look very good when it's shooting along its direction. So we go into costumes for the lightning and do exactly the same thing. We highlight the whole lightning bolt, and then we rotate it so that the lightning bolt is facing towards the right. And then we can make sure that it is on that center crosshair as well. Go into event. This is the code for the lightning, not the rocket ship. Okay, the code for the lightning, you see you have a lightning bolt up here. When the flag is clicked, what we do, we go into looks and then we go hide. And then we go into control, and then we'd say what happens when we start as a clone. Okay. Bowen. And you're on mute, Bowen.
when you click the mouse pointer, it can just show and move 10 steps.
Very good, very good. So when we click on the mouse, we're going to have to clone it and make it move 10 steps. Very good. So when we start as a clone, we do a repeat until. Repeat until what? Well, we're repeating until we touch the edge. Touching edge. And what are we repeating? Well, we're going to repeat what Bowen said. Move 10 steps, right? So move. Where's 10 steps? Oh, here we go. Let's make it move 20 steps because it's a bullet and it needs to move a bit faster. Okay. Once we get to the edge, what do? We delete the clone. That way it goes pew, and then it keeps moving until it touches the edge. And then we delete the clone. Let's try it. Let's go into our rocket ship. If our mouse is down, then we need to create clone, right? Create clone, but not of myself. We create a clone of lightning. So let's try that. Doesn't seem to work. What do you think is wrong? Kevin.
Show.
That's right. We have to show. So when I start as clone in the lightning, we have to go looks, and then we have to go show. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But now the lightning bolt is just happening in this flash over here. What else do we need to do?
And just put it into like where the rocket ship is.
Yeah, we can put it where the rocket ship is, or we can do it in the code. Do you know how you would do it in the code? So here, Bowen, what we can do is we can go into motion, and then we can go to rocket ship before we show. Okay. And that's how we make it move to the rocket ship. But then we have another problem. So now we have it shooting, but it's only shooting to the side. How can I shoot to where the rocket is pointing to? Ethan.
Point towards right to.
Very good. Well, we point towards our mouse pointer. Very good, Ethan. So all we have to do is we go to the rocket ship, then we go into point towards mouse pointer, and then show. So now it's going to shoot across this direction, across where our mouse is pointing. See? I'll show you in the big screen. So it's like we are able to now shoot into wherever the direction of our mouse is. So now we have this cool effect where our lightning is shooting off into the open. But it is shooting too much. I know it's fun to have it shoot so many bullets, but actually it's going to be not so fun for a game if we hold down and then we can shoot so many bullets, because then the game will be too easy. Okay, we want to make it so that when you press down your mouse, you only shoot one bullet. And then when you let go, it doesn't shoot. So when you press down the mouse, it shoots one bullet at a time like that. And instead of when you hold down your mouse, it shoots so many. Okay, so that's difficult. We go into rocket ship. This is what I want you to do. So we're going to try and do a boolean method. Okay. So how are we going to do it? Well, we go to variables. And then we make a new variable. Make a new variable, and we want to call it shot, S-H-O-T. Shot. Okay. Create a variable called shot. Now, what we do is we go to set shot to no, N-O. When you click on the flag, we set shot to no. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So what we're doing is we're creating something called a boolean. So this variable is not a number, it is a word. It's either going to be yes or no. Okay, that's in computer languages, that is called a boolean. So it's either one thing or another. So we're going to do a yes or no. So when we start and click our flag, it's going to say, yeah, no, we haven't shot anything yet. Okay. But then if the mouse is down and we have and shot is no, then what we do is we create the lightning and also set shot to yes. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky. Now what we need to do is we need to take this section out. We go if else, if then else, put it in here. Instead of just if then, we go and put an if then else inside the forever loop after point towards mouse pointer. So if the mouse is down, then what we need to do is we need to create a clone of lightning, right? And also we need to set shot to yes. So we go set shot to yes. Otherwise, we set shot to no. So this is very difficult. This is something new we haven't done before, okay? So this variable, what we're doing is we're checking to see if we have shot any lightning already when the flag is clicked. At the start, when we start the game, we have no lightning shot, right? But then we are going to constantly go through this loop where we say, okay, once I click on my mouse, then it's going to set shot to yes. Otherwise, it's going to set shot to no. If mouse is down, okay. What if I do this? What if I did that? Then it's going to just shoot once, and then not going to to do any more. So else if not mouse down, set shot to no. So let's see if that works. Here we go. That's much better. So we're going to, so that's all we needed to do is we also needed to have then if not mouse down, then we set shot to no, because for some reason it's automatically switching on the forever loop over here. So that's much better. Ooh, I got a little bit scared there.